Hello. Okay, this is kind of like a continuum of a Google suggestion that I said earlier. Okay, well, I found out that I guess Google made a different interpretation of how their pictures are for Picasa, and I guess they moved it into like a web version. So they still have both versions, so you still have the capability. So it was an upgrade from the standpoint of the last video that they gave options. They didn't take them away. At the same time, it's just questionable, why didn't they just make it into one thing? At the same time, I think I understand why, because I think the Picasa one is kind of based off of the options of like an Android phone kind of a thing brought to the computer. Now the web album for Picasa is fully a web endowed internet browser type of creation, which is cool. It's just, it would be nice if they could find a way to give more of a transition from this one to this one, so that everybody knows kind of that there's easily more of just two different versions of the same thing. At the same time, correlating that it's not the same thing, and if you want this kind of option, you'll find it over here. Now, it's still true that Google, you absolutely need to, if you absolutely want people's feedback and actually want to be seen as wanting people's feedback, then do like what you do on YouTube. Because I know Google owns YouTube, and maybe they own it and they kind of let YouTube still be what YouTube is, because in a sense Google doesn't want to be considered a monopoly. Okay, so you just have sister companies. So what you did was you bought out YouTube, you kept everybody's job, you didn't necessarily fire anybody, you just now get the profits from YouTube and can have your little say on YouTube, what you think the world should be. Okay, that's cool. It's just on YouTube, at least when I'm on like the manage my videos kind of thing, like the options where I can see community and channel and the logistics or whatever, all the numbers, the analysis, the charts and stuff like that. I can send feedback, so it's right there. Honestly, like, to me, that's wanting them to hear my suggestions. That's wanting to hear them. There's a point where, sure, that's going to give an increase in those silly suggestions, because it doesn't give somebody time frame to think about it necessarily. Sure, it's just at the same time, does it make a difference? Sure, we live in a society where we don't necessarily do something just to do it. We expect something from it. We expect instant gratification kind of a thing. Well, if we were based off a society that did it just to do it, it wouldn't matter who says what. We would just do it. And it's kind of something, I guess in a sense too, with us having this kind of society that we live in, where it's kind of become a necessary part to recreate the wheel every single time. Because there are some standards that should just be a standard. Honestly. Like automatically saving your work done. Why? Because that's the kind of a thing that will legitly give you a peace of mind and take stress out of your life. Like, oh, my computer crashed, my paper's on the computer. That's okay, because now you can go over here and log in and get your paper still. I'm just saying.